What's up, guys? It's Julie from the Dang It Fam here. I'm back today with another video for you. And so today's video is going to be on masks. We're all living with this coronavirus. Doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. And what we're finding, right, is that a lot of establishments are now requiring the use of masks just to be able to enter their establishment. And so, there's certainly this great mask debate. I'm not up here to have that debate. I just want to show you some tips and tricks about masks so that, if you don't even have a mask readily available or with you, I'm going to hopefully show you a quick tip on how to make a mask as well, so that you always can have one on the ready, in case you need one, certainly to protect yourself and others, but also if you don't have one and you find that you need to go into an establishment that might require one, and hopefully you make one out of just a simple thing as maybe a bandana or a napkin. So if you are interested in watching, or if you're interested in learning some of these tricks, then keep watching. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to cover a couple things. So certainly, you have the ones that you can purchase. And if you saw my other video on my What's in My Bag, you will have seen that I carry these, masks around. These are already, they're made already, of course. They're sewn masks. You can order them, I guess now you can order them anywhere online. When all of this first started, it was hard to find masks. And I know a lot of people were, taking to their sewing machines and making masks for friends and family. But now I think you can pretty much order them really anywhere, even on Amazon. I think I might have gotten these from Amazon. So these are available anywhere, right? You want to make sure that you cover your mouth and your nose, right? And your chin. And so that it's a good covering so that you're preventing any of the droplets from coming in or out, right? So these are certainly available. You can order them. You also have the disposable kind that I feel like you can get pretty much anywhere also these days online. So these are they're disposable. So these are, washable, right? They're cloth. You use them, you can put them in the washer and then reuse them, so they're reusable. These are the disposable kind, right? This one is a 3-ply, so supposedly there's 3 plies in here to help protect you and others. So the thing I want to show you about this is, right, normally people will just put it on as is, and so they'll just take it and they'll loop it around, okay? And almost all the people I see using these, that's exactly, and it's easy, right? That you just put it on and that's exactly how they do it. But what I have noticed is, there's these big gaps here, and I don't know, it's hard to see, but there's this big gap here. Now, you're talking this way, you're not talking going sideways, but nonetheless, if you really want it to be a little bit more secure, protected, then I'll kind of show you how to do that. So let's just start with this one. So the first thing is, if you get these disposable ones, you want to feel for where there's a little, I think it's like a wire. Okay, that's the part that goes on top. Because what you want to do is you want to just make it a little bit curved. You see that? There you go. You can probably see it easier. You want to curve it in a little bit so that it will actually fit over your nose and really kind of cover your nose. Okay, so the first thing is where the wire is, that's the top. So make sure that you're using that for the top, and then you should just sort of, like I said, just sort of bend it a little bit. See that? Okay. The second thing is, again, to kind of make sure that you have a more of a protective covering where you don't have those big holes on the side. What you want to do is you want to take the end here, and then you just want to make a loop. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that, but you just want to tie it. You just basically want to take it and tie a knot. Like that. Well, all right, let me do that again. Basically, you just want to take it and you want to tie a knot. I know it's hard to see, so I'm trying to do it so that you can see. I know it's difficult, but can you see that? So you just want to tie a knot as close to the mask as possible. Do you see that? Okay, right there. So you want to do that. So you want to tie a knot like that, and you want to do that on both ends. So you want to take the other end and you're going to just, again, tie a knot like so, and pull it so that the knot sits as close to the mask as possible. See that? Okay, so when you're done, it should look like that. It should almost look like it's folding over in on itself. So when you're done with that, you're gonna take the top, again, the place where you kind of made that little dent, and you're gonna sort of stretch it out, okay? Now, just even doing that, it's gonna close that gap on the side a bit. Now, there, you see there's still this little gap here. So what you're gonna wanna do once you do that is you're gonna take it and then you're gonna flip it on the other side, the inside where you would put your face and your mouth, and you're gonna just flip it inward like that on both sides. See that? Okay, so it's gonna be sitting like this, and you have flipped that inward. Once you flip that inward, you're just gonna fold it over like that. Do you see that? And press it. Okay, and you're gonna do the same here. You're just gonna fold it flat and press it down. So when you do that, once you do that, you'll see it pretty much closes a good amount of that opening. Okay, so once you have folded it in, it should look, it's hard to see, but it should look like this. This is see. So once you're done with that, you're gonna go ahead and put it over make sure that the nose part goes over your nose, and then you're gonna stretch it over your ears. Then at that point, you're gonna just hold on, and then you're gonna just pull it down so that it covers your chin. And now, okay, you'll see that, there's always gonna be a tiny bit of opening, right? But you'll see that big gap is no longer there. Okay, so this is just a real small, real quick tip to just maybe make it a little bit more secure. And then if it comes popped undone, you can always just take your hands and tuck it back in. But it, like I said, it closes that big gap where air particles and droplets in the air could still enter. So it just secures it a little bit more. Okay, so that's the tip I wanted to give you on these disposable masks. What I found is the ones that are cloth that are reusable, they're pretty much, they're pretty secure already. You don't have that big gap as you do with the disposable ones. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's not that big of a gap. So you don't really have as much of a concern with these. Now, in the case where you haven't purchased any, you couldn't find any, whether they're disposable or the reusable ones, and you couldn't find any, which was the case when this all started for us. I couldn't find any masks online or anywhere. So what I ended up doing was making one from like just a bandana or a scarf. And so I'll show you quickly how to do that. So I'm just going to use, this is a bandana. This is like $1. I think I might have gotten this from, I want to even say Walmart. I got this a long time ago. We got a bunch of them because my kids like to play Nerf war games with their friends. So we bought a whole bunch to do the whole capture the flag thing. But anyhow, so you can get like just a regular bandana. And so you can make, if you don't have a mask or you need to make one on the go, or you just need to make one, from some things like this that you have at home, you can use a simple bandana or a scarf, like a square scarf, and 2 rubber bands. Okay, so get yourself 2 rubber bands that, depending on the size of your head, that that can loop over your ears, and then if you wanted an extra barrier, get yourself a napkin. And that's about it. You need rubber bands, and if you wanted another barrier layer, get yourself a napkin and something like this. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that real quickly. So, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but let me see if I can back this up here a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna lay out your bandana or your scarf, your square scarf, okay? And then the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to fold this up, I don't know, about halfway. Do you see that? See what I did? I just folded it up about halfway. Then you're gonna fold the top portion. You're gonna fold it up halfway, and then you're gonna fold the top portion down about halfway as well, okay? Once you do that, if you want the extra barrier, you can put it in now. If you don't, then you can certainly do this without the extra barrier, okay? But if you wanted the extra barrier, at this point, you're gonna take this is just a regular napkin, you're gonna fold it in half lengthwise this way, okay? And then you're gonna put this at the in the middle here, okay? In the middle here, at the very top. All right, so that's just another barrier for you. Then you're gonna take the bottom part right here and you're gonna fold it up, okay? Like so. Now, if this is too big, then you can just adjust, right? So if you're like, oh gosh, that's just too big, you can adjust. You can fold it up a little more, fold it down, and then put your extra barrier layer there and then fold in half. See what I just did? I just took it and I just folded it up in half, like so. Okay, then you can check again, okay? Now, once that's done, you'll take the rubber bands and you're gonna just loop it in like that and just slide it down to one side. And you're gonna do the same over here. See what I just did? So I just looped it in like that and like that, okay? And you're gonna loop it in and you're gonna stop it to where your ears are. So you wanna just put it up and make sure that you can stretch it over your ears. If you have it too close in or if it's too far, right, you'll wanna adjust it. So once you do that, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take one side and you're gonna fold it in. See how I just did that? I just took it and I folded it in. Once you do that, you're gonna lift this part up here and you're gonna see that you created a pocket. Do you see that? That little pocket. It's not the top. At the bottom, there's a pocket. That pocket's gonna hold this other end here. So you're gonna fold this other end in and you're gonna tuck it into that little pocket. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. See that? I just folded it in and then I tucked it into that pocket there. See? Okay. Hopefully you can see that. See what I did? Okay. Once you do that, and it's tucked in, now you're just gonna put it down and sort of like flatten it out like that, okay? Now you're gonna just take the rubber band, you're gonna put this whole thing over your face, like so, and then grab the rubber bands and stretch over your ears. And now you have a makeshift mask, okay? Now, is it the prettiest mask? No. But does it do its job? Sure it does. See? I'm gonna move this a little closer now. See that? And it actually doesn't have a whole lot of opening or gap. Okay? And you do wanna make sure that you're covering your nose and your mouth and down to your chin. And there you have it. And you have a quick mask that you've made out of a scarf or bandana and some rubber bands. So, you know, if you find that you don't have a mask, you certainly can make one. You can actually make this out of paper towel or napkin. I mean, if you're really pressed and you just, you know, you need one and you don't have a bandana, you don't have a scarf on hand, you can get any kind of material, get it into a square shape, or just use, get a couple of layers of a napkin or a large paper towel. And if you really want to make sure that you have extra barrier, then get two layers of paper towel or napkin. But I'll quickly show you. You can do the same. This is just a napkin, okay? And you can use the same, I won't call it technique, but that's what it is. You can just use the same tip to make this out of a napkin. I'm gonna move this back, sorry, so you can see. So here's the napkin. So same thing. You're just gonna fold it up about a third of the way up. Again, this is where you're gonna adjust it to make sure it fits your face or your child's face or your family member's face. And then you're gonna fold this down halfway. Okay, so see that? Do that again real quickly. So you're gonna fold this about a third or half, again, however, whatever the right size might be. And then you're gonna fold this down to meet the other edge, okay? Then you're going to fold this up in half, right? So you're gonna take this, you're gonna fold it up in half, and then you're gonna take that, and then you wanna check the size. This is okay for me. You might need to go a little smaller if it's for your child, or a little bit bigger if it's for an adult. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna loop the rubber band through either side, loop it through, and then once again, you will notice that when you fold this one side over, okay, you'll notice at the bottom, you've created yourself that little pocket. No, it's really hard to see because it's white. You'll see that little pocket there that you created. So then you're gonna just take the other side and you're gonna tuck it into that little pocket that you just created. Okay, you're gonna tuck that in. And then when you do that, once you've done that, you just wanna flatten it down, and then you're gonna take this. Don't yank on the rubber bands yet, because then you might pull it out of the little pocket. Just put it right over your face, and then stretch the rubber band over your ears, and then you can cover your nose, mouth, and chin. See? And I'm trying to blow. I don't know if you can hear. It actually does work. You really can't, feel the air. So again, I mean, this is a napkin and 2 rubber bands. So when this all first started and I couldn't find any of these masks, we actually kept a little baggie of rubber bands and some napkins in the car, so that if we needed to get out or goodness forbid we forgot our masks, I could make some for the family just to, help keep ourselves and others protected. So that's it. Just a quick video to show you some tips and tricks about masks, how you can make one, if you don't have one already. And then, again, also just a real quick tip to kind of close this other mask a little bit so you're not having those air particles still flowing in from the sides. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Please, everybody, stay safe, and we're all in this together. So if you are a mask wearer, I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please drop me an email. I'll leave my email in the comment section. And I'll be, if you have any questions, send me an email or drop me a comment. I'll be happy to try and answer that for you. Please remember to like, subscribe, and again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.